Are you feeling lost or unsure of where you are headed in life? Well, that's such a normal feeling that not only you goes through that, but almost every individual that you see around you. Hello, welcome to another episode of How True Is Your Truth podcast. My name is Jennifer K.O. and I truly want to appreciate your love and support so far through the 5 episodes of How True Is Your Truth podcast that we have published so far. I understand that we have been talking about topics that are considered to be somehow sensitive when it comes to spiritual religions and all sorts of stuff, beliefs, because these are really unique and personal journeys of people. So I do understand and acknowledge that they can be sensitive to some other people. But on this episode today, I want us to discuss or understand the importance of embracing our journeys. I understand life can be tough. Life is a journey that is filled with the twists and turns, ups and downs, triumphs and hardships. But the one good thing about this is that each step we take, every decision we make, and choice we choose shapes the path ahead of us. If you have gone through our previous episode, I think we spoke about the power of choice. The topic was free will. We are told or reminded of the power of our choices. So it doesn't matter what your journey looks like. The most important thing for you to recognize is that you have a unique journey. Or maybe first understand that you are a unique individual. There's so many qualities that is in you that you cannot find in any other individual. So understanding that your journey is going to be different from every other individual you see around you, understanding that you might have different experiences, it will help you to position yourself in a way that you are not judging yourself by what you are going through. And I quite understand on how our society sometimes can be judgmental. Like all of us, almost many of us, I'm pretty sure we have been into different stages of life. And I understand that almost all of us have gone through 1 or 2 challenges or hardships in life. And the moment you get into that challenge, people will start judging you based on how they understand. Might be how they understand about you, about your family, about maybe your relationship status, about anything, about your financial status or about your education status. So people are just going to judge you. People are going to talk about you, to discuss about you based on what they know about you. But that should not be a problem to you because you have no control over what people can think, do or talk. People can feel the way they want, can do whatever they want, can talk whatever they want about you. That one, acknowledge that you do not have any control over that. And don't even try to find control to how people can see you. It is not your job. I want you to channel all your strength to focus on you. Focus on your unique journey. If you're going through challenge, I want you to understand that you're not going through that fire. You're not going through that hardship. You're not going through that crisis. You're not going through that challenge. Like, name it. Whatever it looks like to you. It's not because you are being judged. I understand people might be saying that you're going through this because your father did this, your mother did this, and especially in Christians. As Christians, I have seen lots of people who are called themselves Christians judging others when they're going through hardships. Or God is punishing you. Or you're going through this because you did this. Maybe that you sin. Or maybe you are sinning. Like, who does not sin? And I understand this can be heartbreaking. It goes to the extent where other people sometimes they feel of taking their own lives. Some others actually end up doing that because they can't stand that pressure. They can't stand that judgment. They can't stand that pointing of fingers from others or from the community surrounding them. But really, the aim of this episode today is to encourage you, brother and sister, that this life is yours. You have been chosen. You have been trusted by God, the Creator, to be here. For as long as you are living, you still have great value to Him. And if He says that you still have great value to Him, That means he's still giving you another chance to be here. That means he can still use you to do anything that he wants to do with you, regardless of what people are thinking about you or talking about you. So I want you to take a break. Take a deep breath. Reflect on your journey. Understand who you are. Instead of listening to what are they saying about me, or instead of you trying to find reasons why are they speaking the way they're speaking about you. Because dear friend, we all got mouth. We're going to speak what we want to speak about you, regardless of how we do not care. So do not position yourself in the manner that you are going to feel hurt or to be hurt, or in a manner that you are going to be driven by what people surrounding you are talking about you or are telling you. And I'm telling you that people can advise you. It's good. People can show you the way. Correct. But you need to understand that you are the only one that can understand where exactly you are supposed to go, because God is not going to communicate that with anybody else. It's going to be through you. Other people will not understand exactly where you're supposed to be. I know you might be thinking, Jennifer, no, there's some other prophets who tell you, well, we will discuss. Remember, this is How True is Your Truth podcast, friends. So we are going to be discussing about all that. And today I am telling you, God is not going to speak about where you're supposed to go, supposed to be, what you're supposed to do in life with anyone else. Because everybody has a job to do here. They might give you a glimpse. They might give you just a full picture of maybe what you're supposed to be doing, of maybe what God might be, some sorts of guidance. But the real path, you're going to get it from only Him, and it's going to be through you. That's why He requires your obedience. He requires your listening. He requires you to be still and understand Him. He requires you to seek Him. If you really think that that's how it works, that means God will be speaking to other people, and those people, they'll be coming and give us information. That means their job will be to find us, giving us information of what we're supposed to do here in life. No, we're all supposed to seek Him for our own sake. And that's the very first sake we need to seek God, because He knows the secret behind us. He knows why we are here, and He is the only one. Don't fall to any other person that is telling you this and that. Inquire that yourself from God. Well, if you do not know how, there's so many help that you can get out there. Communicate to your spiritual leaders. Speak to that community in your church, whether it's a youth community, a women community, it's a men community, whatever that community looks like. Speak to people, seek help. If you have communities in your church, in your neighborhood, the people that you see that they're grown, people that have insights and enlightenment, people that understands that area of your struggle, or they have grown, or they've gone through same challenges as you're going through right now. Seek those type of people. They'll give you guidance, but you need to be ready and willing to seek answers for yourself. God is gonna speak through you to where you are heading. Some other things are secrets. Some other things nobody else is supposed to know more than you. So you need to take yourself so seriously. You are not here by mistake. You are here for a reason. You are part of that big thing that God is trying to create here on earth. You are part of that journey to bring that kingdom come here. The heaven kingdom here on earth. You're part of that journey. So how are you connecting? I had to set a foundation of this podcast because as a conscious living coach, most of my clients in my daily doings, we do not know what our purpose is. They need to find their purpose. They want to know who they are. Well, I do tell them the truth. Others, they are happy. Others, truly, they are like, no, they are not ready to find who they really are. Because the thing is, as a conscious living coach, I can show you a way to how you can live presently or consciously. But dear friend, I cannot tell you who you are. If I do that, it's just by guessing from maybe what your experiences are looking like, from what you have told me. But the real person that knows you is the one that created you. I think we need to get to that space or habit of wanting to know truth and hearing truth and seeing truth, rather than what makes us feel better, or rather what makes us feel belonging to somewhere or to some certain group of people. Acceptance. Accept who you are. Embrace everything that has come with you. They are not there by mistake. They are there for a divine purpose. If you try to take one thing off from that package that God has given you, have come with here, you might be dismantling what your purpose here on journey. So when maybe God looked down, is like, I can't recognize this person because I gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, and now he is only 1, 2. What happened? And because he gave you that greatest power of you to make your choices and choose a free will, of course you can do whatever you want. But remember, we spoke on the previous episode, the consequences. When we mention the word consequences, it sounds really big. It sounds like, no, maybe let's speak it like this, the outcomes. Because the outcome will be there. Remember, we mentioned every seed you plant will bring results. And that one doesn't matter if you like the results, you do not like it, but you plant the seed, be ready to see that results. It will come out. It definitely will. So dear brothers and sisters, this life is yours. You have been given. You have been trusted to be here in this period of time for a special reason. We all go through challenges. In challenges, in adversities is where we grow, is where we learn, is where we adjust. So do not look yourself down. What people are saying, it is up to them. But what do you speak about yourself? What do you think about yourself is really what matters. What do you know about yourself? What do you know about your life? These are the only things that will give you peace and hope in those times of uncertainty. So I will say, encourage you today. Embrace who you are. Understand who you are. Seek the one that created you. He's the one that can open fully to you. He's the only one that can help you understand yourself better. Well, I have this saying that I found to be true in my life. And I can't remember where I got this. I'm not sure if I made up by myself. I am not sure. But I think this saying has happened to be so true to me in my life. Understanding you is understanding God. Or maybe knowing you is knowing God. And knowing God is knowing you. No any other way about it. That's how I find it. So, just to conclude, you're not punished. You're not in that trial because you are being judged or whatever it is. No, you are in that trial because that trial is connected to something that you may not even understand, or even you're not supposed to understand. I think in Christians, if I may give this example quickly, look at how our Lord Jesus Christ, who is the Savior of this world, was betrayed by who? By Judas. But do you know that betrayal was also divinely maybe planned? Because if not for him to push him to fulfill what God has created Jesus to come and do here on life, I think maybe salvation wouldn't have happened. So think about it. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter how ugly it looks. It doesn't matter how painful it is. I want you to be still and know that there is God. And that God is with you in that journey. Everyone else might run away from you, but He is going to stay with you to the end of your journey. That's why He is asking you deliberately that you should trust Him with all your heart. That's Proverbs. I think it's chapter 3, verse 5. Do not lean on your own understanding. You cannot understand nothing. Neither your parents can do, your friends. No. So trust Him with all your heart. He will never leave you alone. He will not forsake you. He got you. So thank you all for listening to this episode today. I hope you have enjoyed it. My name is Jennifer K.O. I invite you to also watch me on YouTube. Jennifer K.O. is my name. And you can listen to me to different platforms now. Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. So choose any platform of your choice. Kindly do not forget to subscribe, to give us a follow, to give us a review in any of those platforms, and share our contents. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next episode.